Now, Mr. Michael Olaitan is joining us this morning. He is the co-founder of PowerNow. Now, it's a PowerNow Pay Later company. It deploys advanced tech to help individuals with small businesses with reliable, affordable, clean energy. Now, Michael has led quite a few teams in financial organizations. He's also an avid reader. He's a curious explorer and relentless dreamer. This dream is what he's here to talk about today. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, so you need to let us in on the journey. Everyone has a story behind why they decided to, dive headfirst into a brand new business, a brand new area. You started in Fintech, and now you're in Power. How does that even work? Talk to us.
Thank you. I entered into Power when COVID struck, and we had to work from home. I was in Fintech, so definitely it was very easy for Fintech companies to actually get their staff to work from home, and I was working from home. Yeah. And we all know that we have a lot of power issues in Nigeria. I found myself buying a lot of fuel to power my generator. Of
course.
And it was eating down on my finances. And I just thought of the fact that I needed to get an alternative source of power. And I got some solar inverters and solar panels in my house. And that drove down the cost of power. And I was able to also have a lot of savings for the family and for food and for other things. Yeah. So, that already gave me the concept of saying, look, if that's probably earning a lot better, how would small businesses, how would they cope with lack of power to power their businesses? And I think that's where the urge to have this platform and this startup, that is where it started from.
All right. So, in the end, we are in a time where everyone needs things now. They need things immediately. It's like a microwave generation. They want to just press play and it works. So when you call it Power Now, I get it. But then when you enter the pay later part of things, I feel like you're leaning on the fintech aspect of things as well. So you're sort of blending what you used to do with what you do now.
Fantastic.
So how does that work?
Okay, great. So, if you look at cost of solar installation and green energy is quite expensive. And I also thought that, if we are going to power businesses, we know that their revenue comes in trenches, little by little. It will be very cumbersome for a business to get a solar installation that is like above like ₦1 million. Because, according to survey, the general yearly revenue for nano businesses is between ₦1 to ₦3 million. So I thought that, look, using my expertise in the financial technology, we could build a system where businesses can power now and pay later, meaning that they provide a little equity, right? And they spread the remaining cost over a period of 12 to 6 months. So that's where it came out from, to build a platform where they can actually have access to the solar installations immediately while they pay over a period of time. Okay.
So now the platform and the idea is one thing, but actually executing it is another. It feels like you needed a lot of support, backing, and also the know-how, technical know-how, because you just recently, just around COVID, even acquired your first solar installation. So it wasn't as if you had too much experience in the space. So what did you have to do to make sure you had enough knowledge on both sides, both the fintech and the solar tech?
Okay, so I had to, read further and also make some consultations regarding how power works and how it's been distributed, how renewable energy works. And we're also able to get a formidable team of experts that are into, we have fresh graduates that are part of our team that read electrical electronics engineering. They are able to actually give a lot of insight to how we can actually program the platform, how we can actually know what capacities businesses need, what they need to power, what nano businesses need to power. So yeah, I mean, we've been able to have teams that foster what we want to deploy out there.
Okay, so now a lot of platforms that deploy this pay later strategy, they have some kind of app or website or back-end interface, or should I call it a dashboard?
Yeah, dashboard.
Where you can sort of monitor how much you've used, how much you've paid, and so on. Is this something your team is also involved
Yes,
in?
we have a dashboard. I mean, the business owner can actually log into the platform and see how the payment plan is instructed, and he can also see how the energy he or she is using, how it's coming in through. So we have a dashboard, we have a platform. It's quite simple, it's easy to use, and a lot of notification regarding your maintenance, because we have an engineer that would also come and check the solar installations after a period of 3 to 6 months, 1 year, to ensure that you're actually enjoying the service, because, I mean, it's a buy now, pay later plan, which means that it has to come with a level of guarantee. Our installations comes with a warranty that makes it efficient and affordable, yeah.
Sure. And, you don't want things, going awry halfway through the payment plan. For instance, if you call it a payment plan of 12 months, and you don't want a case whereby 6 months down the line, something happens. And I'm wondering, statistically speaking, have you had to deal with challenges of maintenance during this payment period?
Yeah, I mean, there will always be challenges. There are challenges of businesses using the wrong equipment on solar installation, where, I mean, they will tell you that, oh, this thing is not working, and we now need to send our engineers, and our engineers will get there and see that they are not being efficient with the energy consumption and the usage. So, for example, you are using a more stronger equipment on, let's say, on a 1.5 kVA, you are putting a lot of load on it. So this kind of issues also arise and make the business owners not to be comfortable to say, look, I need to make more payments. But we are always able to arrest this, and which gives them confidence to make sure that they are paying regularly.
All right. Let's talk a little bit about the future of more green energy here in Nigeria. Now, I know you must have done your research. Where do you see this issue of power generation going?
I mean, just yesterday, I was reading when the Minister of Power said like 40% of the population are getting more power. I want to guess that 40%, 80% of those are on the band A, who are actually receiving like 200 hours in a day. So, but the future of green energy is that we have abundance of sun. I think the future lies in the fact that we need to actually move away from a lot of fossil fuel and have better carbon footprints, and making sure that we have a better environment, making sure that a lot of houses are being powered by renewable energy. And the fact that the government is trying enough to implement and making sure that we have enough power. I mean, I see that green energy is going to be sustainable in the long run, because a lot of companies are now moving into it, just like we are. And yeah, the future is bright, because at the end of the day, we are looking at even having equipment that are being powered by solar, like solar fans, solar fridge, so which is going to reduce a lot of energy consumption. So yes.
Sure. I've actually seen one of those solar freezers, solar fridges before. And of course, the amount of power that it uses is a lot less, but it does the job. And I do see a lot of, small business owners using solar packs these days. So I do believe what you're saying. And I just want to wish you luck with the platform. That's PowerNow, Pay Later. It's, it's a powerful statement there. But I have to say thank you one more time for coming to talk to us about your journey.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Will you join us in the kitchen?
Sure.
All right, fantastic. Let's take a stroll.